Look what we have here. Wireless mics. Let's do this. Howdy, and welcome back to another video. This video, of course, is sponsored by the wonderful folks at FiFine. Thank you once again for sending out a wonderful piece of gear. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the M9. Basically, we're gonna find out if it's worth picking up over, some of the other brands that are out there. These wireless mic systems are getting so heckin' affordable now that it really just kind of boils down to what aesthetic do you like and what kind of functions do you need. That's what we're gonna do today. This isn't a detailed review. If you want to see a detailed review, I will end up doing that after I use this for a little bit. But for now, let's get everything all situated, taken apart, and hooked up to this camera here. Because right now, if you can tell, I'm running through this big old XLR mic. And it's nice, don't get me wrong. This is a wonderful mic. I think you've seen my other videos. But as soon as I get up, you can't hear what I'm saying. That's why I want to get these set up. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna get this all situated, and then we'll switch over. I'll have the mics on, and we'll talk about things and see how things work and see how things do. While we are getting things set up, let's go over a few specs. Not too detailed, just a few specs if you don't mind. This device does record in mono or stereo. That means if you want both mics to go into the left and right channel, you can do that. If you'd prefer one mic to go in the left, one mic to go in the right, you can do that also, which I would say I would err on the side of doing it that way. That way you have mics for each side, and you can kind of add gain or add volume if you need to. Do anything to that specific person's mic or that specific thing's mic. According to the box specs, it's 9 hours for the receiver and the transmitter and 30 hours for the case. I can't tell you if that's actually how long they're gonna last, but I've been using mine now for probably a few hours, and it's down one notch. So I would err on the side of like 2.5 hours. It's down one notch. So we'll see how that goes in the long run. But I will say I'm probably gonna keep this one in-house and just use it for stuff like this, like, YouTube videos. So I don't necessarily think I'll worry too much about it having to last a long day, but it should be rated for most of a day if you need it to, and if you're doing some intense work. One of the nicer parts of this kit is that it comes with just about everything you need cable-wise. We have a cable for your phone, we have a cable for just your straight up DSLR, mirrorless camera, so on and so forth. And we also have a USB-C, just in case you want to connect it to a phone, computer, or just for charging. Okie dokie, here we are. We have the mic set up and installed and all that good stuff on my Pocket 3. Now, I will say, totally works on here just fine. In fact, this is probably how you might be using it. Just put the receiver on the top, plug it in via the 3.5mm jack on said camera, and then you're good to go. Yes, it does work, 100%. This is not a selling point. No one even mentioned this to me, or I haven't seen this in any of the other stuff that I've seen online and on their product page. This 100% works on the Pocket 3. I am plugging it in here. Here's some footage. I have a little grip thing that I use for my M6. I'm using that for the Pocket 3, and what that allows me to do is kind of have a little spot to clamp on the receiver. And I can plug in the USB-C directly into the back of the Osmo Pocket 3, and it works. You're hearing it right now. I'm so stoked about that. I didn't think that was even gonna be possible. In my head, that's only proprietary stuff. But if you have something that can plug in via USB-C that can take a microphone like that, you may want to give it a shot, just in case. But yeah, here's what you're listening to. You're listening to the audio coming straight from this to the receiver into the Pocket 3, nothing else. I can't hear it, so I don't know what's going on, but I can see that my levels are moving, so it's obviously getting some audio. First things first though, it's kind of loud in here. I have a fan going above me, and I have a few fans going in here that, it's computer noise. So I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna be silent for just a second. So I know it's gonna be rough, but we're gonna be silent for just a sec. So I can see on my levels that we're bouncing kind of in the middle here. So there's enough noise to register on my levels. what I want to do now is I want to press this noise cancellation button, and I want to see how that do. So I'm going to be quiet, and then we're gonna listen to how things sound and see how well that works. Okay, I immediately saw my levels drop almost 50%, if not more than that. Again, I can't hear what's going on, but you'll have to tell me, how does it sound with noise cancellation? I won't get to hear until I start editing this, but for now, just going off of my visuals, it seems like it did a decent job. I just don't know how the talking and such sounds. We'll find out in a sec. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the big room, we're gonna walk around, and we're gonna test out how everything sounds, see how line of sight stuff is, and let's just see how things go. Okay, here we are. Now, let's go over a few first impressions. Case, wonderful. Dig it. It's plastic, it's lightweight. I'm not too afraid to kind of drop this because I think everything will be fine. The stuff might fly out, but I think everything will be fine. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not afraid to kind of bring this and throw it in my bag if I need to, especially if I'm going to do something like this, because I think I can get away with kind of putting just the USB-C cable in for this camera here. But build, not too bad. I dig it. I really like the case that it came with. Let me go grab that real quick. This right here. Big fan. Everything kind of fits in perfectly. You can put the little wind mic thingy, the wind screens, and this stuff fits just fine. You don't have to worry about everything. But check in your bag and you're good. The thing I do need to know about is, how's the audio? Is it good enough? Is it good? Is it great? Oh, there's a cat. Let's see. All right, we're gonna test this out. Tell me if you can hear cat. So just a few FYI details for this. Right now I have this set up at about half volume for the A channel, and that's this mic right here. I did go ahead and turn off the noise cancellation just because I don't quite know how it sounds just yet. You're hearing it before I do. And the other kind of big point that you might want to take note on is there's no 3.5 millimeter jack on this. So if you want to use a wired lav mic like so to kind of isolate things a little bit more, or you're one of those folks who doesn't like the look of the clip, then this might not be for you. But if you're running gun and if you just need something on your desk that you can take out and connect to your camera and not have to fuss, this is perfect. If you have something that you want to go out with and you don't want to bring a kit that's, $300-400, this is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is honestly what I would bring before I'd bring anything else, just for that reason specifically. Now, if you're doing pro work or anything like that and you need onboard recording or anything along those lines, then this probably isn't going to be for you. But if you're like me and you just like to shoot random YouTube videos on occasion, or if you want to use this for streaming and you just want to have a little extra piece of kit on your desk that you don't have to worry too much about, then absolutely, this is perfect. Now, let me check out the audio and we'll come back for some final thoughts. Okay, we are back in this space here. So, first things first, audio, heckin' good. Now, looking back at the footage, I think I should have just kept the noise cancellation on. It's pretty heckin' nice. It's not gonna it's not, if a truck comes by, you're still gonna hear the truck. It's not like magic or anything like that, but it is significantly better with the noise cancellation on, in my opinion. And that's just one less thing you're gonna have to do in post, which is lovely. Hold on. As far as the audio goes, I noticed that, you just heard it too, that holding it up kind of like directionally, like right into your face is great, but this works too. No complaints. This gives you a little bit more bass, so to speak, than it does like holding it like a traditional mic. But just a little note, little thing, nothing negative, nothing positive. Let's go over pros and cons real quick. Pros: lightweight, The case is phenomenal. Cons, it can't record on the device itself, which is, you know, if you need that, then you're probably gonna have to get something else completely different, a different set, if you will, one that has onboard recording. But for me, that's not that big of a deal because I'm just using this to get audio from myself to that without having to have a microphone pointed at me. That way I can walk around, have a chat. Oh, and I can also hand one of these to someone else and do a little bit of an interview kind of setup if I wanted to. The other pros of that being this is significantly less expensive than the other brand, if you will, specifically the other brand for this specific camera that I'm using. So as of right now, non-sale price, this mic set is $72.99. It might be more or less on their website directly, but I'm just going off Amazon right now. It retails for $72.99. The next one, the competitor, if you will, list price at $99, and that one also just is basically a mic to camera situation. There's no onboard audio recording, there's no backup or anything like that. I believe there's some noise cancellation just like this. So in essence, the same thing. But right now, I'm looking right at the pricing right now. At the time that I'm recording this is on sale for $57.99 on Amazon. The other one, I guess you know what I'm talking about, but the other one, $79.89. So it's still, even on sale, a big drop in price for something like this. And I think if it's your first one, this is probably going to be a great one to pick up. If you need a backup, this is going to be a great one to pick up. If you want something just to throw in your bag and you want to leave your more expensive one at home because you don't need any of that garbage, it's perfect. Again, the case, phenomenal. You get everything you need. You get 3 kinds of cables and the little fuzzy guys, just in case it's windy outside. I think it's great. I love it. I highly suggest it if you need to get one starting off, or again, if you need like a backup, 100% pick one of these guys up. I am gonna try to figure out where this is gonna go. I know it's gonna go in my bag for stuff like this where I don't wanna take anything else. I just wanna take a quick, simple mic and we're gonna do some interviews with some folks. Don't have to worry about it. Honestly, I want to kind of figure out a way I can use this for live streaming because I have that mic, don't get me wrong. I use that for, you know, general game stuff where I'm just sitting here, but I would like to incorporate a little bit more IRL streams, and this is going to be perfect because then we can just have this camera follow me around and I don't have to stay near a microphone and we can kind of chat and do fun stuff. And again, it comes with 2. So if I wanted to have someone to tag along and kind of do a podcast situation in a pinch, 100%. Okay, I'm warm. I'm tired. I've been using this thing for a while. I want to know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to put the links and all that stuff for this product below. I'll have the Amazon link and the direct link if you want to get it directly from the FiFine website. But I would suggest perusing on Amazon for a little bit. Wait for it to go on sale. The $50 to $60 $50 to $60 is going to be an amazing buy at that price point. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, like, share, subscribe if you want. We got some more stuff coming up pretty soon, so I'm pretty excited. Pick one of these up if you need a wireless mic. It is pretty heckin' awesome. I dig it. All right, like, share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Oh, thanks again, FiFine. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye.